Most of us will never set foot in the halls of the World Economic Forum in Davos. Yet the decisions made there will determine our shared digital fate far beyond the Swiss Alps.
We young people from every continent, echoed by allies of all generations, refuse to accept an intelligent age built on data exploitation, suppression of marginalized voices, and the shameless spread of misinformation.
We have seen artificial intelligence systems reinforce racial and gender biases, labeling black faces as threats while ignoring the rich identities of indigenous and trans communities.
We have watched social media giants profit from hate speech as they fuel mental health crisis, and we have witnessed how corporations quietly expand surveillance without remorse. In pursuit of short-term power, far-right propaganda thrives online, eroding hard-won democratic guardrails.
Women, LGBTQIA plus individuals, and people of color endure relentless digital harassment, and countless people in more poor or impoverished areas remain disconnected as entire infrastructure are dismantled by conflict or censorship. Meanwhile, massive data centers cast an enormous carbon shadow over a planet already on the brink.
Enough.
We demand a sweeping transformation in how you, world leaders, devise, regulate and deploy our digital reality. We insist on truly affordable, meaningful internet access that dismantles divides between north and south, between urban and rural, so that no government can just flip an off switch and silence entire populations.
We want AI that's co-created with the very communities who stand to lose the most from its biases, tested by transparent audits and bound by human rights and equity impact assessments with real teeth.
We will not stand idle while data colonialism runs rampant, where our personal information, especially from those at the bottom of the data pyramid, is extracted for just private gain.
We call for binding global standards that enshrine privacy as a right, not a corporate perk, and demand an end to harmful business models that reward disinformation, embolden far-right extremism, and pit profit against people's well-being.
We demand concrete accountability to the tech giants whose platforms glorify hatred and misinformation, whose algorithms relentlessly track us, and whose decisions poison our environment with e-waste and carbon-heavy infrastructure. These corporations must face real consequences if they fail to safeguard the user privacy or contribute to ecological devastation. We demand a global framework that actively centers the voices of the historically excluded, women, youth, LGBTQIA plus, people of color, indigenous communities, those in the global south, whose experiences are routinely sidelined in the high-level negotiations.
We need massive investment in sustainable public digital infrastructure, technology created for collective resilience rather than private profit. We want binding laws that defend our right to speak, protest, and simply exist online without fear of harassment or surveillance. Every AI system, from chatbots to facial recognition, must serve people, not power.
If you, in Davos, cannot muster the courage to carry out these changes, know that we will. Our generation will not remain silent while the digital world, which could unite us, only deepens our fractures. We are forging alliances across borders and identities, repossessing our data from intrusive systems, and raising our voices in every venue, online and offline, until our demands are met. This is not a polite request. It is our unmistakable demand for a just, sustainable, and inclusive digital era. We hold the tools, the vision, and the resolve to shape the systems from the ground up.
Join us in creating a digital age that honors our shared humanity, or step aside as we do it ourselves. History is watching, and we will not be remembered for standing still.
With hope and urgency,
We, the youth of the world.
Youth of the world.
youth of the world.
Youth of the world.
Youth of the world.